Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing really well. So today I'll be basically reviewing a fragrance from the house of Paco Rabanne, or you could say Rabanne because Paco Rabanne has passed away unfortunately. So it's gonna be 1 million, the EDT version. So after all these years, probably it's been 17 years since this has been released. So it was released back in 2008. Now it's almost 2025. So yeah, let's see how this one is after 17 years. Let's get started. So to start with, I'm gonna be looking at the box first. As you guys can see, the box is golden in color, and the 1 million is written right in front. Paco Rabanne, EDT concentration. It's a 200 ml bottle. So as you guys can see, 200 ml, 6.8 fluid ounces. That's about it. And the side of the bottle doesn't have anything. At the back, it does have a bit of information over here, and at the bottom you guys can see other informations. That's about it. On top, nothing much, to be honest. Yep, that's mostly it, and inside of the box kind of looks black. So that's about it. Now coming to the bottle itself, I like how the bottle is. I mean, it kind of resembles like a gold bar. I mean, and the golden plate, the whole thing is shiny, really shiny, as you guys can see. Light is reflecting. Yeah, I mean, the bottle kind of looks nice. I mean, if I have to consider the time when it was released, I mean, the bottle kind of looks really nice. So it's kind of a gold bar sort of a thing, and you can actually see the juice level from the sides and from the back. I mean, it's kind of dark, but I guess you guys would be able to see the juice. Hopefully the camera will be able to pick it up. But yeah, now coming to the bottle itself, how it looks, as you guys can see, 1 million written up front. It's kind of engraved, EDT concentration and 200 ml, stuff like that. Paco Rabanne over here, and at the base there is a bit of information, batch code and stuff like that. And up top, the sprayer, and the sprayer has a nice detailing of 1 million to it. It's kind of nice. And at the back, you can see the juice level. That's about it. So now let's get to how it sprays like. I mean, let's see how it sprays like. Squirter, but after 3 to 4 odd sprays, it kind of sprays nicely. Yeah, as you guys can see, it squirts at first, and after 3 to 4 sprays, it kind of sprays the right way. I mean, Paco Rabanne has this sort of problems with their built-in sprayers. It is what it is. It is what it is. But the smell, I mean, yeah, I mean, to a lot of people, this would be a very common, basic, generic sort of smell, because you probably have smelled this somewhere, or a lot of times from places to places. But to be honest, considering the time when it was released in 2008, this was a smell to die for. Honestly, this was a smell to die for. It had a very unique sort of opening, fruity, sweet, sort of an opening, and it had cinnamon, spices, stuff like that. It was, I mean, overall it's a very sweet yet sort of fruity sort of a fragrance with some warm spiciness to it. I mean, back in the day it was a club banger, and even to this day, honestly, it doesn't smell bad at all, to be honest. It doesn't smell bad. I mean, yeah, I mean, the longevity and projection have gone down over the years due to reformulation, and I'll talk about the projection and longevity. But honestly, it still smells amazing, to be honest. It still smells nostalgic. It takes me back to that 2010s, It's very nice. That's what I can say. It's very nice. And definitely I'm a sucker for sweet and sort of fruity fragrances in combination. So this is a piece of cake for me. Now, in the recent years, 1 million did our Paco Rabanne did come up with their 1 million elixir release, which also has this sort of 1 million type of opening, but a bit more dense. And I'll be reviewing the 1 million elixir one as well. That one is another banger as well. So I'll be reviewing that as well. So now coming to the fragrance itself. After all these years, still smells amazing. As in the opening, great. Like one of the most unique and most recognizable openings out there. Uh, it does have that, you know, mandarin orange, sort of like very juicy sort of mandarin orange sort of an opening, with slight bit of other citruses to it as well. And right from the get-go, you're gonna get that you know, fruitiness from, as I said, from the mandarin, slight bit of citrusiness, and sweetness and sweetness. Just remember, it is a sweet fragrance, so you're gonna get that sweetness. So the opening, it kind of stays for, we could say, like in this formulation, for around 15 to 20 minutes, and then it starts going into its mid. The mid is basically the mandarin orange. It kind of stays till the mid. So the mandarin orange, or you could say the blood, or blood mandarin, or whatever that is, kind of smells mandarin orangey to me. It kind of, you know, gets tied into cinnamon, and which is definitely a bit of, you know, gives a sort of like a warm spiciness, cinnamon, and slight hints of rose. I mean, it's not a rose bomb like Moschino or Moschino Toy Boy, like that, or Killian, what's that called? Roses on Ice? Is Roses on Ice, right? Yeah. So it's not a rose bomb. So the rose is very slight. It's more on, you could say, the cinnamon, and the rose is, you know, just giving a, you know, sort of like a balancing floral aspect, sort of an act to the fragrance. So it's kind of very nice, to be honest. And at the very dry down, you're gonna just pick up bits and pieces of you know, leather and patchouli. However, the patchouli it's not strong. It's not like Raison de Métis 7, or, you know, other patchouli heavy fragrances like Crush on Me by Unique Luxury. It's not like that sort of a patchouli. The patchouli is very light. It's more on that leathery sort of side to it, and the leather is also very clean, very smooth. So yeah, I mean, if I have to describe like very shortly how this one actually starts off and, you know, goes, it starts off very fruity, very sweet. It's like almost, you know, like jumping with joy, kind of stuff like that. It kind of has that feeling, and then after, like in the mid, it kind of gets, you know, tied in with rose and a bit of cinnamon, and at the very end, you're gonna get the smell of leather. And if you smell it like really up close, you're gonna get that slight bits and hits of patchouli. That's more or less it with 1 million. But if I have to classify this, it's definitely gonna be a fruity sweet sort of like a fragrance. And now coming to the projection side of things, and the others, the longevity on this, on my clothes, I mean, I did use the older formulations like 2013, 2014 formulations. Those were, you know, tank, like in terms of performance. I mean, it will last you like till the next day. You could, I mean, get strong whiffs from your clothes. But this one, the current formulation, I mean, you know, designer houses, and even like not designer, like it's even niche houses, I mean, they kind of, you know, tend to reformulate their fragrances over time, and this is also subjected to some, not some, quite a bit of reformulations over the years. And now, if I have to say the performance side of things, it did last on my clothes 12 hours, so which is still substantial amount. I sprayed about 10 or 11 times on my clothes, I can't remember. So with 10 to 11 sprays, 12 hours worth of longevity from my clothes. On skin, it might vary from person to person, so I'm not commenting on that, so you guys can test it out. And now in terms of projection, I mean, it's not as big bang as I just mentioned compared to the older formulation, but it kind of projected around that 1 hour 15 minutes to 1 hour 30-minute mark. So I mean, it still has a bit of you know, punch to it, but I'm gonna mention one thing, because it's a sweet, fruity, mainly sweet sort of fragrance. Even with its reformulation, you know, the longevity or the performance side of things is still there. It's not like, you know, all water, like, you know, with, like, as you guys can see with other fragrances, right? It's still there. And Paco Rabanne, they do make, like, they are, you know, well versed in making sweet, you know, mass appealing sort of fragrances, you know, that when, you know, whenever you walk by someone wearing a Paco Rabanne fragrance, you'll definitely be like, recognizable. I like it. So it does have that effect when you wear this, and when you walk by a group of people, like, they usually turn their heads, or they usually go like, I know this, I know this. So it does have that, you know, that effect that we all want, or all desire for. So still got it, still got it. So yeah, I mean, after all these years, 17 years, not bad, not bad. Now, coming to the versatility side of things, I still think, even with the, you know, the decreased performance compared to the original ones, I still think this is a, you know, a wedding banger or a club banger or something in that sort of realm. For dates, I think, yeah, you would probably wear this on a date, considering the performance nowadays. You can actually wear this on a date, on hangouts, movie nights, you know, long drive with your friends and stuff like that. It still has that effect. But clubs, yeah, still it is definitely, it has that much performance to it as well. So yeah, I mean, and now coming to the weather conditions. Weather conditions, I mean, you could use it on summer nights, but probably it might get a bit too sweet. The best use probably for this one is dead of winter, like when it's, like, you know, under 20 degrees Celsius. You can definitely enjoy this a lot still. Now, coming to the age demographic, I think, honestly, if you wanna buy your first fragrance, let's just say, probably you can look into this one. First sweet fragrance, if you want to buy and stuff like that, if you want to start your collection with, and you can have a look into this one. Or if you want to get, you know, if you want to get your nose suited to a sweet fragrance, you can start with 1 million EDT. The price has come down a lot, so it definitely won't burn your pocket. Now, yeah, coming to the age demographic side of things, this is a tricky one, because I still like it. But however, I feel that, like, considering the current trend of fragrances and how fragrances are made during, like, this period, this would probably suit someone who is, like, you know, under 25 or under 24. However, if you like this 1 million, age is not a factor. If you are still young at heart, if you're, you know, if you still want to feel that nostalgic self, I mean, why not? Even if you're, let's say, 30 plus, and you want to, you know, yeah, you want to feel nostalgic, you know, you're still that kid, like, you still have that kid or childishness inside of you, yeah, why not? Why not, right? I think this is a good one to have in your collection, you know, just having a sweet fragrance to cherish. So yeah, that was it, and a big thanks to my brother Alif for letting me review this. He has a decant page named Perfume of Ford, so if you want to try this one out, you can actually text him. He's a really nice guy, and he will definitely get you this in very good prices. So that was it from my end. I hope you guys have enjoyed this review, so see you on the next one then. Bye bye guys, take care.